Told you last week, fellas and ladies alike, that we only seen two sides of Yamamoto's Bankai, and today we have revealed another point, Zanka no Tachi South. And man, if you didn't think that his Bankai can be any more impressive, think again. Wowzers. Alright, let's jump into this review. Alright, so again, this review probably won't be as long as normal. This chapter was mostly combat, so again, you got some explanation, but majority of this battle is combat, so again, there's not much to really analyze, but there are some thoughts that I do have. I'm going to share them with you. It looks like Buckbeard, I still don't know. I still think there is something sneaky going on. Like, I feel like Yuabak knows who Yamamoto is. He's fought him before. So I still feel like there's something he's waiting for to snare him in a trap. There's a reason why the subordinate hasn't jumped into this battle yet. That subordinate of Yuabak has a purpose, and I don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's to steal Captain Yamamoto's Bankai. We don't know. But as it stands right now, I would be upset if Yuabak wins, because for the simple fact that Yamamoto is the head captain, from what we've seen so far from his Bankai, there's no way that Yuabak should be able to beat this guy. I mean, number one, his sword destroys anything that it touches. Number two, he has literally a shield of flames that surround his body, that if it touches it, it disintegrates. So you can't be hit by his weapon, and you can't touch him. So it's just like, wow. And observation, looks like Yuabak's associate, or rather her subordinate, says that the flames around Yamamoto has to be an illusion. And he thought about it again. He said, no, it's not an illusion. It's his spirit energy compressed that's looking like flames. So apparently the flames that's around Captain Yamamoto is his own spirit energy that he's cloaked in, that's resembling fire. And again, I have to say, we have got to get this arc animated. Like, just the coolness of the flames and just the art design they use, and this is black and white, people. It just looks so impressive. Like, I would just love to see this in animated form. Like, it would probably be the most awe-inspiring thing that I've seen from Bleach in a very, 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 very long time. So if we can get this show back on, let's do it. All right, let's continue. It looks like Yamamoto is done playing around, and it looks like Yuabak is afraid, because again, he's trying to analyze the fight. So it's not like he's thinking to himself, okay, let me just get him to this point so I can trick him. He literally is afraid. Like, he's like, I can't touch him. This blade can't touch me. He destroyed my sword. What the hell am I going to do? So what he does is he actually, for the first time we see someone use their Quincy abilities, and he pulls out one of his arrows. He doesn't, I guess I didn't see the medallion he used. Maybe it's the breastplate he had on his chest there where he pulled the sword from. He's able to also pull an arrow and shoot it at Yamamoto. Hits him to the side, and there's a gigantic explosion. So it definitely shows that Yuabak is no joke when it comes to his Quincy abilities either. And it's going to be interesting, because you know that the Ichigo and them, they have their own Quincy on their side, and he hasn't shown up this entire battle. So it'll be interesting to figure out what Uryu is doing at this point in time. Is he getting stronger? Is he secretly helping? I don't know, because again, he's been extra quiet, and he did not go to Wako Mundo, so that's another point to discuss. But again, I don't want to get too off track right now. It looks like Yamamoto then shakes that off like it's nothing, and definitely charges at him again. And Yuabak says, you know, that's not the only thing we have in our Quincy arsenal is our arrows. And he does an attack that looks strikingly like Uryu's attack, where he uses Zell Schneider to create a force field around the opponent that, you know, that traps them in their own ratio and does the little explosion thing that he does. But it looks like Yuabak is much more stronger. And it looks like it's literally, I can't remember the translation, but it said God imprisonment or something like that. And it's an attack and defensive move. and he was like, you can't escape it. If you step inside of this field, you will die. And it prompts Yamamoto to say, and this is weird. When I get to this, I'll explain something to you that observation. Yamamoto stabs his sword in the ground and says, Zanka no Tachi south, and summons any person that he's killed with his sword. And I don't know if the translation at the bottom of the screen was correct, but I could have sworn it said 10 billion. Like, it was a lot of freaking zeros, dude. Like, my dude, like, seriously. So now we have a sword that can cut anything and turn it to ashes, a body that if you touch it can turn into ashes, and now we get the South where he can summon the dead back to life to fight for him. Wow. Yamamoto, you are one step away from being OP in my opinion, buddy. No, but seriously, it's I'm so impressed with this arc. Again, like, Bleach to me has been really good these past couple of years. Mine, this is the full bring arc, and it's just so good to see Kubo keep doing what he's doing despite all the criticism he gets for his manga. And this is another chapter. I'm going to give this chapter a 4.5 out of 5. Completely fantastic. I cannot wait till next week to get a new chapter. But again, you know, it's discussion time, people. I want to know what your thoughts were on this chapter. Do you think there's still a secret plan that Yamamoto is going to be able to fall for? Or do you think he's going to be able to beat Yubak? But let's be honest, he probably won't. The only scenario that I see happening is they retreat because he's about to destroy Soul Society, or they somehow seal him up or seal away his Bankai, something to that effect. Because again, we know if Yubak is the main villain for this arc, then Yamamoto will not be the one to defeat him. And it's also kind of sad because it's almost like Kubo is setting us up to know, because again, we know by now, shonen magazines, I mean, just comic books and shows in general, we know that Ichigo has to be the one to defeat the main villain. So we know that if we see Yamamoto fighting, he's not going to be able to win this battle. Because again, it's Ichigo who has to be the one that beats him. I wish it was otherwise, but that's not the case. But again, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up will be greatly appreciated. Definitely check out some of my other videos and rate, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. This is ShowNuffDaKing. You guys have a fantastic morning.